Hello there. Welcome back. I have prepared a showcase of some RPG games available on the Nintendo Switch for under $20. Whether you're a fan of classic turn-based combat or prefer a more action-packed experience, the Nintendo Switch has plenty of options to choose from without breaking the bank. In this video, we'll be showcasing some of the best RPG games you can play on the Switch for under $20, including both well-known titles and hidden gems that are sure to provide hours of immersive gameplay. So let's dive into the wonderful world of affordable RPGs on the Nintendo Switch. Starting with Dust, an Elysian tale. Immerse yourself in a hand-painted world to search for your true identity in Dust Elysian Tale. As Dust, you will wield the mythical blade of Ara and battle dozens of enemies with an easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master combat system. Explore an expansive world filled with unique characters, quests, and secrets, and uncover the story of an ancient civilization on the brink of extinction. This traditionally animated action-adventure tale features a fully voiced cast and an award-winning musical score by Hyperduck Soundworks. Next up is Shadow of Adam. Shadows of Adam is a retro-style two-dimensional RPG that features turn-based combat and modern gameplay elements. Set in the world of Adam, players follow a group of adventurers as they uncover the secrets of their past and work together to defeat an ancient evil. The game features engaging characters, plot twists, and themes of family, friendship, and sacrifice. The visuals are inspired by classic RPGs and feature pixel art and animations, while the game's soundtrack by Tyler Meyer enhances the emotional impact of the story. Coming up, Torchlight II. Torchlight II is an action RPG set in a fantasy world where players must defeat the alchemist to save the world. The game features fast-paced combat, loot collection, character customization, and a deep skill tree system. The Nintendo Switch version includes all the content from the original game and features local and online multiplayer modes. The game received positive reviews for its gameplay, visuals, and soundtrack and is considered one of the best action RPGs of its time. Moving on to Cosmic Star Heroine. Cosmic Star Heroine is a critically acclaimed role-playing game available on the Nintendo Switch for under $20. The game is a love letter to classic RPGs, featuring a retro-inspired pixel art style and a sci-fi storyline with a diverse cast of characters. You play as Alyssa Lizzle, a top government agent who uncovers a conspiracy and goes rogue to save the galaxy. The game's combat system is turn-based and strategy-focused, with each character having a unique set of abilities and moves to use in battle. The game also features an innovative hyperactive battle system that encourages players to switch up their tactics and keep battles fresh. Next up, Cthulhu Saves Christmas. In the game, Cthulhu is awoken from his slumber on Christmas Eve and discovers that Santa Claus has been kidnapped by the League of Christmas Evil. To save Christmas, Cthulhu must team up with a group of unlikely heroes, including a talking snowman and an elf barbarian. The game features turn-based combat, with each character having unique abilities and skills that can be upgraded as they level up. The game also features a variety of side quests and mini-games, as well as multiple endings based on the player's choices. Next on our list is Undertale. Undertale is a critically acclaimed role-playing video game developed by Toby Fox. The game follows a human child who has fallen into the underground world of monsters and must find a way back to the surface. Along the way, the player meets unique and memorable characters and engages in a unique combat system where they can choose to fight enemies or spare them, affecting the storyline and ending they receive. The game also features a fantastic soundtrack and is praised for its engaging story, memorable characters, and unique gameplay mechanics. The Nintendo Switch version is a faithful port of the original game and is a great way for players to experience it on the go. Next on our list is Potion Permit. Potion Permit for Nintendo Switch is a charming indie game where you play as a young alchemist brewing perfect potions to save your village. Gather ingredients, experiment with different recipes, and solve puzzles while exploring the hand-drawn world. The game's whimsical soundtrack and challenging gameplay make it a must-play for fans of indie games and puzzles. Immerse yourself in the magical world of Potion Permit. Next up, Star Ocean First Departure. Star Ocean First Departure is a classic RPG for Nintendo Switch. You play as Roddick, a villager on a journey to find a cure for a deadly disease affecting his people. The game features fast-paced combat, a diverse cast of characters, and an item creation system to craft weapons and items. The remastered graphics and soundtrack give it a fresh look while maintaining the charm of the original game. If you're a fan of classic RPGs, don't miss Star Ocean First Departure. Next up, Chrono Cross. The Radical Dreamers Edition. In Chrono Cross The Radical Dreamers Edition, gameplay involves choosing from a list of actions presented as word-based scenarios. These choices determine if you progress through new areas or meet new characters. In combat, players select from options like fight or magic with situational commands such as run my knife into the goblin's chest, or quickly slash at its hand. Decisions must be made quickly or risk injury or death. Surge's health is tracked by an invisible point count, and the game also tracks kids' affection for Surge, which affects the outcome of the story's climax. Moving on to Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII is available on the Nintendo Switch, allowing players to experience the iconic RPG on the go. The game follows protagonist Cloud Strife as he joins forces with an eco-terrorist group to take down a powerful corporation. The game features a classic turn-based battle system, memorable characters, and an engaging storyline. The Switch version includes some improvements such as higher resolution graphics and the ability to speed up battles. Fans of the original game or newcomers to the series can enjoy this timeless RPG on the Switch. Up next, Persona 3 Portable. Persona 3 Portable is an iconic RPG that has been remastered for modern platforms. After transferring to Jikuken High School, the protagonist encounters the Dark Hour, a time when the city is enveloped in stillness, people turn into coffins, and shadows roam the streets. But with the power of their heart and their persona, they can uncover the truth behind this phenomenon and face their destiny. Next up is Sports Story. Sports Story is a sports RPG that combines various sporting activities in one story. You can play multiple unique golf courses, rise through the ranks as a tennis student, and explore dungeons and abandoned ruins in the wildlands. As you increase your sporting rank, you can unlock new activities like BMX, mini-golf, cricket, volleyball, and fishing. You can also relax at the Mall, which features daily attractions, specialty sports stores, and mini-games. The game offers a mix of sports and adventure, with a variety of characters to meet and make friends and enemies along the way. Moving on to Streets of Rogue. Streets of Rogue is a roguelite action game where players navigate randomly generated city streets filled with various factions, characters, and objectives. The game features a wide range of character classes, each with their own unique abilities, as well as multiple playable characters. Players must complete missions, gain loot, and level up their character in order to progress through the game's story mode. The game also features a sandbox mode, where players can experiment and explore the game's world freely. Streets of Rogue offers both single-player and local multiplayer options. Next up, Cheyenne the Wanderer. The Tower of Fortune and the Dice of Fate. Cheyenne the Wanderer is a classic roguelike RPG game that features a vast array of dungeons, challenging monsters, and hidden treasures. The game follows the journey of a skilled adventurer named Cheyenne and his talking ferret companion, Copper, as they explore the Tower of Fortune in search of the Dice of Fate. Players must strategize and plan their moves carefully, as every dungeon is procedurally generated and death is permanent. With new dungeons, items, and characters added to the Nintendo Switch version, Cheyenne the Wanderer offers endless hours of thrilling and rewarding gameplay. Our last game is Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden is a mix of RPG and simulation game elements. The player controls a teenage boy who moves to the town of Inaba for a year, where gameplay is divided between the real world and the mysterious TV world. In the real world, players can participate in various activities, while exploring the TV world's dungeons to gain experience and items. Certain activities are limited depending on the time of day, days of the week, and weather. The protagonist forms friendships with other characters known as social links, which grant bonuses when creating new persona in the Velvet Room. If the player fails to rescue someone trapped in the TV world by the time fog appears in town, the game will end. That concludes our episode for the day. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get the latest game deals and updates. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.